Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Sensitive topic for today, but promise me, no matter what side of the fence that you sit on, you'll absorb the information. No one knows who you are, so just process it before you go post stuff in the comment section. And by the way, please keep the comment section clean as possible. But just follow me. This is a part of a bigger series that I'm trying to put together to share with you my final thoughts on where I think the economy is going and where this country is going. Right? So, is Social Security a Ponzi? Yes, I think so. Could be wrong. Most people say I'm wrong. But I've been around in crypto for a while, and I can identify a Ponzi pretty quick. Anywho, by the way, this stuff is delicious. Get you some. All right. So, when Social Security was rolled out by the Germans in I think 1890, we adopted it with FDR as a short gap. And whenever you give someone free stuff, it's hard to take it away. So it became a part of our life. And then people started depending on it as a part of their retirement fund, which was fine. When the greatest generation come back from World War II, they started having lots of babies, and that's what a Ponzi needs. Fresh meat for the grinder, right? All is good, no worries. Well, we come to 2000, soon to be 23. Like in my last video about housing, baby boomers are aging out. They're not putting the largest generational boom in American history is no longer going to be paying in. They'll be taking it out. And their children, like myself, and the grandchildren before aren't having babies like their parents did, right? It's sad on my, how I think about it, right? A lot of part of my generation, the generations behind me, have focused more on wealth. Good for them, to a certain degree, but I think in the long run they end up more miserable, because if you have a large family, it's pretty hard to replace. With that being said, we're now running into a situation where there's more takers than they are payers. And with any Ponzi, that's when the wheels start coming off, right? A lot of people think the government raids Social Security. I don't think they do. They did take out, they did borrow, I think like 2.9 trillion or billion or something like that. Let's see here, see where it was at. Yeah. So Congress borrowed 2.9 trillion from Social Security. And everybody's in that spending. I think that was designed, to be honest, because they're paying Social Security, I think 2.8% interest. Yeah, 2.85 on that 2.9 trillion. And I think that's a way for Social Security to generate some kind of yield, which, I mean, one could do better, right? But I guess they got to be really careful with how they invest. So, the fund, the trust is generally expected to run out by 2035, 2040. What'll probably happen here in the next, politicians won't touch this mess until about 2033, and they'll probably reduce benefits by about 20% for the new class coming in. Or they'll have to raise payroll taxes. They'll have to do something to generate more yield. Me personally, if you look at the disparity between the retiree or the worker, it's too great. Especially when I think we're going to approach another inflationary wave. I think right now we're heading down to a deflationary wave, and then it's going to spike higher in an inflationary swing up soon. And I think this kind of follows along with it. And this is where most people are going to say you're off the reservation, right? So usually when you look at the left side of the spectrum of politics and then the right side of the spectrum of politics, the truth usually lies somewhere in the middle, right? So this country has been talking about illegal immigration for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And it's never solved. And I think it's for a reason, right? This is speculation on my part. Please don't get upset. But I honestly truly feel bad for them, right? I think the end goal is you're going to have a soft spot in housing where you're going to have baby boomers unloading their properties, retiring, right? Either buying a condo, moving into assisted living, maybe giving that house to their kids, whatever it may be. If they have multiple houses, they're going to have to unload some of this stuff, right? The kids today they're more focused on their careers, so they're wanting to move to larger cities and rent, right? They don't have time for home ownership. Most don't even want kids. So why would they get a 2-acre lot, right? They want apartments. Everyone takes care of it for them. No gut grass, none of that stuff, right? Pay it, go, work. Where are you going to get those people from, right? We're an aging population. There's no denying it. There's no getting away from it. Whatever your argument is, we need more people. Our people ain't having babies. It ain't going to work. Same thing's happening in China. Same thing's happening in Europe. Same thing's happening in Russia. Our generation across those three landmasses aren't having kids. Tell you who is? India. India's got the largest, youngest population spike, I believe, in the world right now. So, my theory is, and don't get upset about this because it's actually going to benefit you, an American citizen. And if I was here illegally, I would probably run. I'd put it on warp speed and get out of this joint. So my thought is, speculation on my end, it's going to come a time where we're going to have to force amnesty and say, okay, you're going to back Social Security, taxes, however they work this out, right? To keep the Ponzi going for as long as they can. Long term, I don't think it's going to matter. But it will kick the can down the road, and you gotta understand, right? Most of the people, you're like, I can't believe he's saying they're going, blah, 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 right? But if you're sitting on a couch drawing your full Social Security, you're probably not going to say. You might grumble while you're on the couch having a beer, not worried about it, right? them cats out there working, whatever jobs are there at that time, right? I think AI is going to disrupt most of uh, the developer, programmer, all that stuff, tradesmen, right? Those are going to be the guys out there in the hot sun. So while you're out there drinking your Coors Light on your couch complaining, just think. So, that's my thesis on Social Security. I think it is, and it may run to fruition. I don't know. I mean, it's got the largest government entity in the world backing it. It's somewhat transparent, but at the end of the day, if you don't have fresh meat paying in, it'll collapse on itself. So that's it's a Ponzi. So please understand. Don't get upset. Take your blinders off. Kind of look at the way I'm looking at it. We either got two. There's going to need to be two solutions. Either one, we need to have a major baby boom, or we need to bring people in. And this will feed into another video I'm getting ready to do on the greatest boom we never needed. So this video will talk about the greatest economic boom since FDR, and we really didn't need it. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and enter into a chance to win $250. Once I hit 500 subs, I'll say, hey, this person won. Send me a DM on Twitter. We'll figure out how to get your money to you. Want to hit 1,000? I want to do another 250, and I might keep doing it. I don't know. But thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you again. I'm getting ready to jump into a live stream later on. This video will be posted tomorrow. If you want to jump on before the holiday break, if you're in the U.S. or whatever, join that. If not, see you till the next time. BP out. See you, gang.